We're going to start with basic load sharing. Our synchronizing switch is up. It's called MSC, multi-system communication, so the two generators talk to each other. Our power supply is on. We're going to start using the hand button and then the green button to start it in manual mode. When it starts, it will say manual mode. You'll go through the preheating phase, fuel on, crank. Then it goes into a 10-second delay. It's called safety on delay, which doesn't allow the generator to provide any power or anything. Once that delay is done, it'll warm up for about 7 seconds, and then it will tell you generator available. Once generator available comes up, you're going to get a green light under, this is the master breaker switch, the main breaker switch. Once you get that green light, you can push that, you'll hear the breaker close, and you'll get a green light here telling you that the breaker's closed. Once this is running, you have your voltage, your right frequency, everything's good here. You're going to go to generator 2 and do the same thing. Synchronizing switch is up, power supply is on, push the manual hand button and the green start button. When I close the breaker on this unit, you'll see what's called the synchroscope show up in this screen. And that's the two generators talking. And once the frequency and the voltage is the same, you're going to see the line come to the center and you'll hear that breaker close. So here we go. Synchronizing delay 2 seconds. There's your synchroscope. And you can see the dot in the center. When it, boom, as soon as it hits the center, now they're sharing the load. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch from basic load sharing to what we call is remote start on load demand. So basically what's going to happen is both generators will start. After a couple of minutes, one's going to shut down. There's only going to be one generator handling the load. Once the load increases above 55%, the generator 2 is going to start and then they'll share the load. When the load drops below 35%, generator 2 will soft unload, then open the breaker, and we'll be back to running one generator. To perform remote start on load demand, you have to jump the remote start connection on all generators in line. If it's 2 or if it's 32, everyone has to have a little jumper, which tells the unit that it is a remote start. And it's only closing ground. It's not hot here, it's not AC, it's not any kind of voltage, you're just closing a ground. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to start generator 1, but instead of the normal way, which using the manual button, all we're going to do is hit the auto button and nothing else. The generator is going to do a start delay, and then it'll start and it'll close the breaker itself. And of course it'll go through preheat and safety on delay and warm up and all that good stuff. But once it goes through warm up, it will close the breaker. This unit now says it's on load. It's on the load. Now you're going to come over to generator number 2 and do the same thing. You're going to push just the auto button. And it's going to be a little different with the second generator because it's going to come on, it's going to go to synchroscope, then it's going to close the breaker, and then it will ramp off and shut down. So you're synchronizing delay. It's synchroing. Bang, close the breaker. So now your first generator is in return delay, which means it's working its way to shut itself off. That's about a 10-second delay, and then it's going to ramp off. You'll see it start slow, soft unload. We're now in return delay because we're running less than 55% load on generator 1. So generator 2 is timing out, and once it reaches its ramp delay, it's going to open the breaker and shed the load. And all the load will be on generator 1. And there you go. Now we're going to put a 125 amp load on the generators, on generator 1. And what you'll see, now we're back into synchronized delay. Synchronizing, generator picks it up, and now they're sharing.